Welcome to another session of the Legend Gamers Present. I am Versus Fighter 9, and tonight this is Hand of Fate. Should be part 2. Looks like part 1, but I don't see a part 2 there. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow button so you can ensure yourself an opportunity to get in on the Double Dip December. Come the 24th here, come the 25th, we'll have a roll. You surely want to be a part of that so you can get some free loot for the giving season at the end of this month. Next
Back
month,
so soon?
That's December.
I knew you would not falter.
This is a trial play, so let's see how this goes. Is that Pokemon? We're playing Pokemon.
The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of. Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me. Let the cards fall where they may. We begin.
Okay, so 12 must fall. We have health card. Check our
You can
inventory.
always review your cards here.
So we're this guy then. We have gear. So all of the items are represented by cards. Is that what I'm saying?
Here is all you have gained.
So our upgrades. See no upgrades for our adventurer. This very styling haircut. All right. Okay. Let's get out of that. Choose the next card. Looks like it does matter. So I guess the only one is letting me pick is the one right next to our
Fair Merith.
character.
I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
One day in a shady forest, you encountered an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. Just ask her for supplies. This bread will sustain you for many days. The dealer draws you 2 food gain cards. Cool.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Oh yes, thanks, maiden. Looks like we got a bonus. Oh no, 2 food. So we got 2 food cards, which gave us 25 something. It is said the sharp-eyed adventurer may protect themselves from the worst of Lady Luck's contrary nature. Farewell, mortal. I bid farewell to the elf maiden and move on to the next card. Twisted
That first
Canyon.
moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. Well, of course we're going to try and climb down. Let's see.
Choose from these options.
As luck has it, we were successful. Climb down to retrieve the weapon. Very carefully, you make your way to the bottom of the canyon. Draw 1 equipment card. We drew a sword with the damage 23. Just a new weapon. A sword is stronger than our rusty axe, so we definitely want
A
to switch
moment
that out.
to savor. That will make you much more effective.
So, can we just equip it? No, not exactly seeing where we did that. So, just move right along then. So each turn
I was
costs
never a
some
fan
food.
of illusion or pretense. Here, I'll make an exception.
Mr. Lionel. Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes the seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with the wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. The mustache clearly gave it away. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with the wizard wand of my own creation. That's a wizarding wand. He cackles uncontrollably for a few moments, then sits patiently waiting for your answer. I break bread with the goblin. He's drinking his beer, sure. He considers the bread seriously before placing it carefully in his coat pocket, seemingly satisfied. Mr. Lionel taps his staff to the ground and shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean. He smiles, warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellowed teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? Draw one equipment card. Oh, nice. Drew a shield, reflect. Shields with this trait allow the hero to reflect projectiles back at the attacker. This must be performed with precise timing as the projectile draws near. Alright. Apparently this card allows us to counter.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
Then before you can stop him, within an inhuman speed, he snatches a pickled onion off your plate and sprints toward the tavern door.
Bound once more, seeking the heart of it
Drew a
all.
stairs card. Have you discovered the exit to this area? You have discovered the exit to this area. Let's take the stairs. You embark upon the next leg of your adventure.
Your journey is well begun. This is what I was looking for. You show some aptitude for the game.
Yay!
Perhaps this will not be as boring as I thought.
A winding
An
trail.
ambush. Hardly fair, is it?
Suddenly, a tree falls across your path, blocking the way ahead. The dealer draws you one monster card. Well, let's have it. Weapons bristle from the trees around you, their wielders' faces obscured by the undergrowth. Give us all your gold or die. Attack the cowardly band for daring to threaten you, or give them all your gold. Well, we're just gonna have to fight it out. The battle begins.
You can now counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator.
Well, all right. A little bit of Batman action, contextual counters. I can dig it. You search the bodies for loot. The dealer draws you 3 gain cards. Armory, we draw some equipment.
A peasant's weapon, but effective nonetheless.
A couple more axe cards. I guess it increases our damage then.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Alright, got us some more food for the journey. We have a branching paths. Let's continue along. Jack of Dust.
You have reached my first champion. A good man, driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron I forge my tools. Now we see your metal. This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to take on the Jack of Dust.
Some enemy attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack. Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul. One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve. Few fall at the first hurdle. None reach the last. We have wagered, and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine. As you improve, so do I. Balance must be retained.
So we got a decent hand of cards, I suppose. And more rewards. This time for defeating the bandit. We've got two roll of cards there. Mercenary contract. Oh, okay. Each one of those coins represented like 8 cards.
Oh, shall we deal again? Ah, good. Now you understand the basics. We can begin in earnest. Your hero is returned to his beginning items. Our decks are reset. Welcome to the cabinet, home of the members of my court.
Then. Let's start the story. Choose the next opponent.
A quick glimpse at things to come. Make your choices.
Oh, so this is the story mode, huh? Can't start there then? I have to start here? Is that what it's saying? Ooh, deck builder. Happening here. Welcome to the wildcard update for Hand of Fate. This update adds different fates that you can select in order to change the way the game plays. Each fate provides different modifiers. Let's see. Okay, looking at my deck. That's what I can find there in those places. Let's start.
New content awaits you. It will be awarded when you complete your run.
Of the guards.
I always thought it was best to avoid the problems of others. I see you have no such concerns.
You hear a shout from up ahead and the sounds of battle. Racing forwards, you discover a warrior surrounded by undead. Broken bones litter the area around the man, but there are still more closing in on him and he appears badly injured. Stranger, he calls out as he throws his weapon at you. Here, take my mace and put an end to these monstrosities.
It's a lump of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
Equipment with this trait strikes fear into the cold hearts of the undead. So this is a holy weapon. Holy card. Like it replaced our rusty axe. Semi-satisfying. Good work putting them to rest. Keep the mace. We have enough back at Cutter, he says, slowly standing. We've been hearing reports of undead in our kingdom recently, and I have come to investigate. He stops to look around at all the bone fragments. More of them here than I suspected. Some new horror must have decided to settle in these parts and brought its minions. This card's token is now yours.
The token is yours. Well done.
The river.
Running water protects against many things in myth. Generally, though, it's just a pain to get past.
Your path is blocked by a river. The water is clear, but fast flowing. Let us turn back. You retrace your steps, intending to find another way. Oh,
how will you cross this time?
So we'll just try. la la la. Attempt to cross the river. Your light armor makes the crossing easy, and you can even stop to die for some shiny stones on the riverbed that may fetch a few coins. The dealer draws you 1 gold coin card. 1 gold gain card. Great fortune. That's a little bit of money. Once on the other side of the river, you realize that one of the stones is in fact a ring. You put it away to have it cleaned and identified later, then continue your journey. The card's token is now yours. Forward. Devil's
I
choice.
like this demon. He lies as often as he tells the truth.
Appears in your path. I'm here to test your might, so-called hero. Choose your foe. Let's go 3 of dust. So you can't parry without a shield, it seems. Excellent, the devil cries. You have passed my cunning test. Have some treasure. Perhaps next time our paths cross, I will kill you myself. The dealer draws you 3 gain cards. The card's token is now yours. Ooh, let's do the shield.
I cannot expect you to get by without some protection.
Nice. Who is your champion?
Head downwards, if you dare.
Oh, I dare.
You are on the final floor of our simple map. Your opponent waits here for you. Find him. If you defeat me, well, it is early to be talking about victories and losses. Let us see what you're made of. There's a token in it for you if you win.
You see an ancient ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. Let's take it by surprise. You are spotted as you approach, and the creatures are ready themselves for the combat. Ready. Bust a little bit of heads here. My shield is ready. Knocked him on his back. You loot the room. The dealer draws you 3 gain cards. The card's token is now yours. We got an equipment draw.
A shield for the marathon, not the sprint.
Ooh, every 3rd counter does not consume food. Yeah, let's take it. And I got some food. Cool. Did need that. And some
A
health.
little extra health.
Thank
But it is
you.
only a momentary respite.
Traveling Tinker. In a shady grove of the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Tinkers sell items of all descriptions. Let's approach the shop. Greetings, white traveler. I have much to offer you. Why?
If you were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold, you now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
Let's buy some food, because it's getting kind of low. I'm not sure I see the money. Where's my coin? Ah, I see it now. Gold, clearly labeled. What else do you have here? A healing cap. Any healing that a player receives is doubled. Once per combat, press the right bumper to activate an aura that makes every successful strike drop gold. Chains of Rage, value $40, defense medium. During combat, strikes sustained from bows and wands have a chance to restore your cooldowns. That'd be all my money. And just a regular sword, nothing special there. This healing cap could be useful though. Yeah, let's go with the cap.
Increasing the effect of one sort of magic with another, all you need is a channel for power, and it's simple enough.
See if that increases our survivability rate. Ooh,
What did you
damn
think
dirty
would
ambusher.
happen with a card called Ambush, eh?
A slight rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in grave danger. Draw one monster card. Let's have it. Final strike. While searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realize that one of your opponents is only pretending to be dead. Let's sneak on up and take him out. Oh, look at me getting my failures. Taken by surprise, you are knocked to the ground. When you recover, you find yourself alone with the dead. Could have been worse, I suppose.
Again, you face the Jack of Dust. Press on. Do not give up this early.
Let's take him. Parry. Shield roll. Just roll out of that.
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul.
Now that looks like a serious seal. Got some DLC, apparently. The Landlocked Lover. Some more DLC. The hunt for the White Minotaur has begun. The hunt for the White Minotaur. The Song of the White Minotaur. The White Council is expanding its influence. The Goblin King's Halls of is ready. Halls of the DLC. As I was about to say. That has a very nice mustache. The underworld awaits your sacrifice. Indecent arrival. Yeah, I'm just getting all kinds of them. For helping the captain of the guards, you receive a mace and double mace. For diving into the river, you receive Ring of Survival. For surviving the Devil's Choice, you receive the Devil's Wager. For exploring the Dead King's Hall, you receive a treasure chest.
Shall we deal again?
Okay.
Even my weakest opponents seem to be getting the better of you. Try harder. I do like a challenge.
I'll do my best. So... how do I get new opponents?
Time for you to face my undead army. Meet the Jack of Skulls.
Ooh, Jack of Skulls. This is a new Jack. So, chance for pulls. Let's get rid of one of these axes. And a sword. Keep my shields. Actually, we'll swap out a shield for Fortitude's Breath. Chains of Rage. Medium armor. Let's see what this Chains of Rage is. This the one? Yeah, restores cooldowns. Explorer's Helmet. Reveals stairs encounter upon entering a level and grants a gold bonus for revealing every encounter on a level. It's not too bad. Damocles. During combat, press right bumper to throw knives in 8 cardinal directions. The Ring of Survival does what? This card is new, and thus its contents are unknown. Find this card during play and its secrets. So remember with that. No, we're gonna use our own stuff. Was this like difficulty or something? Oh no, I don't want to do all that. Oh yeah, these are difficulties, so I'll just, they're normal. Oh, stop it. Stop asking me. Oh, I have too many cards. I see. It's 23. Yeah, let's get rid of that sword. I just got rid of something. Oh, I think I see what's happening here, maybe. Yeah, I think I put those back. Is what I was doing. So let's get that sword out of here. One more item. Let's drop a shield. There we go.
Some cards are locked and cannot be removed from your deck.
Oh, I can select the encounters I want in here. Okay. That seems kind of lame. I'd rather it be random. I'll take a Devil's Choice and I'll keep that in there. Put that treasure chest in. Heck yeah. I'll pull a Goblin King Hall in here. Ooh, the Maiden, that's a good card. I'll roll what I have here. How do we start? Ah, there we go.
I will add my own cards to the deck. How boring life would be without a little spice. You play for life and death. Prepare yourself.
It's a small spread. Your path is blocked by a river. The water is clear, but fast flowing. I'm gonna try to cross again. So we gotta cross. Let's go. Oh, yes.
Given how rarely one encounters the folk, you are fortunate indeed to meet Merith again. Or perhaps we are merely cycling around the wheel and dipping into the same memories time and time again.
So we got some gold. Just
I'm sure
what we
you're
like.
grateful for that. Deeper towards our foe.
Just take the stairs.
Many have reached this far. Further, in fact. I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
See what happens if we give him 20 gold. Occasionally losing his place and moving different coins around randomly, he attempts to count the gold you place in front of him. This carries on for a while before he quite calmly and deliberately swallows each of the coins one by one. Now, let's see what I have for you. Mr. Lionel taps his staff on the ground and his shield materializes at your feet. That's all he gave me? Again, is another shield? Oh, so chance to pull. If you have a shield in your deck, you can get it at that time. I see. Shop. Let's approach. No need to heal. Let's see what items they have available. Some medium armor. I'm not gonna mess with that. I'll buy some food though. I didn't see any significant increases for any of that stuff, so we'll move right along. The landlocked lubber.
Win this and claim my token.
The door to the landlocked lubber opens with a crack, breaking the silence like a thunderclap in a tone. The proprietor greets you. Welcome, traveler. Before I can treat you with our hospitality, I must ask you a very important question. Have you seen, heard, or, God forbid, smelled a kraken? What is a kraken? The landlord stares at you in disbelief. He proceeds to rant and rave for nearly an hour about the dangerous claws, feeding habits, and patterns, and scent of the kraken. After which you learn that his name is Carlo, and in years past he sailed the seas as a captain. He now owns this inn and stays as far away from the sea as possible. After giving you some time to enjoy the warmth of some stale bread, Carlo approaches you. I've heard rumors of boats going missing from the small village port of Knollwith. No survivors, no witnesses. Knollwich port is run by bandits, thieves, and smugglers. There's no way to know what is really happening there. Perhaps you could have a look around and find out more. I would go, of course, but I have this place to look after. Carlo gestures to the empty, damp-ridden flea hole that he calls home. This
Take
car's
your
token
time
is
if
now
you
yours.
like. I've waited long enough. Were you hoping this was the end? No. Another floor awaits.
I see.
Good. Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
Bandit attack.
Our bandits are displeased with your challenges.
A group of bandits suddenly attacks. The King of Dust isn't happy about you killing his men. The dealer draws you one monster card. So what is that? 3 enemies of dust? Let's see. The fight mechanics are kind of fun. I mean, it's all Batman style, as you can clearly see, but that's still an entertaining engine. Among the bodies, you find a scrap of parchment with a rough description of you, plus an offer of a reward from the Knight of Dust, King of Dust. The dealer draws you one game card. Choose your next card. Let's be thorough. We're gonna go forward apparently. Shop. I'd rather turn around. Dead King's
Greed.
Hall.
If it were not for greed, then who would play at this game?
You see an ancient, ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. Been here before, just 2 skulls. Oh. Got potentially 6 enemies. 50-50 chance all around. Nice. Suddenly you leap into the fray, taking them down before they can even react. Oh, we took out the 4-man. I actually wanted to fight them. Oh well. Take the blunt axe to the midsection. Can you disembowel a skeleton? You loot the room. The dealer draws you 3 game cards.
In my day, we simply avoided being wounded. Healing will suffice, however.
Got our max health. +5. Sure, let's check out the shop. Spend a little bit. Oh, Ring of Survival. I already have one of those. Really nothing of merit. We'll buy some food. That's always useful. Let us depart.
A treasure chest. What more iconic emblem of success could we imagine? A choice. Select your desire. A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
Yes, let's batter it open. There's a high chance of success there. After a mighty heave, the lock gives way and the spoils are yours. The dealer draws you 4 grain cards. Tokens are mine. The tokens are all mine.
A strong left arm is as important as a strong right arm, after all.
Man, look at all that money.
Take the token. It is yours.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I do want to stop by the shop. Sell one of these shields. I feel like I could sell the healing cap, but I'm not so certain if I'm wearing this one, because I am wearing one. Yeah. Jack of Skulls.
The undead. Of all the players in the game, these are the most dangerous in the world, yet in no natural form. A wrongness, an error, cheating.
This tenacious undead is usually difficult to lay to rest. In addition to sheer strength, the skeleton has the power to revive recently defeated skeletons in its close vicinity. Serving as captains to squads of lesser skeletons, these unholy abominations strike fear into the hearts of all warm-blooded folk. For until this fiend is defeated, their legions are effectively endless.
We play for a token now.
Let us roll.
Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough?
Get on these ranged attackers. I wouldn't mind having my hammer up on now. He's bringing them back. Oh, nice shot. One more to go. Oh, look at that. You can break chests. What about... They break something over there. Let's beat that vase up. out.
Ah, well done. Well done indeed. But you have roused the dead in their dusty tombs, and even I cannot say what will come of it. Now our wager becomes more interesting. Will the tools you've earned suffice to address the challenges I pose? That is the question, is it not?
Gonna draw 2 for the armory. And a fool's gold. As a reward for defeating my skeleton Jack, you receive these new cards. Crucible, Queen of Dust, Helpful Priest, Desert Storm, and a Helm of Reflection, Consuming Shame, Angel Swing, Frost Fang.
Shall we deal again? Another round, and our game truly begins.
You said that last time, buddy. Ooh, here we go. Queen of Dust. Oh, we're cursed by moneybags.
A bold woman, this one. She did not collapse when the Empire did. No, she took up arms, organized her people, and vowed that in a country where death had gathered, she would be the one dealing it.
We'll add Frost Fang and one more. I just swapped out my mace. I like maces a little better. In fact, I get rid of this axe and pull up another mace. Get rid of some of these swords. Oh no, those are... I forgot, those are... What I'm holding is below. What does the Angel's Wing do? Oh, it's new. We don't know what it does until we find it. We'll swap it out for the Explorer's Helm. Fool's Gold. I'm not using that in this one. This one has a gold error. This Helm of Reflection sounds neat. Alright, I won't mess with that stuff till we get more slots. Need more encounters. So 11 encounters, we need more. So these are the ones. Goblin King's Halls. I'll take one of them. Put Smuggler's Wharf into the mix. Try Council of the White. We'll take out Dead King's Halls. We'll put in Dead Man's Gorge. See what we can see. Oh.
Now we play for the cup, the first of my symbols. I've added some cards to spice up the game.
Oh, we like the spice.
In addition to the pain and gain decks, there are now blessings and curses. Choose your steps carefully.
We attempt to cross the river like we've done so many times before. Great success. Got some good fortune. Gain some gold. One card north. My man,
I'm
Mr.
starting
Lionel.
to wonder if you're simply leaving this card in as a quick way to get your hands on a shield.
Oh, you gotta know it, my friend. I give him some bread from my plate. Break bread with Mr. LZ. Give him my shield, cousin. Thank you.
It lives in every game. That initial moment where things begin. I have worked on these cards all my days, and the canyon has been there from the outset.
You'd like to run the canyon, do you? Climb down there and get our equipment. What are we gonna get to pull? The Frost Fang. Each hit slows the target with cold. Press the left bumper to shoot a cone of ice.
Are you sure that's the right approach?
I feel certain, my friend.
One more step down, and we may see the end of this, or another set of stairs. This game is still only beginning. New rules, new tools, new abilities. We have far to go as yet.
Let us explore the depths of this heaven-lost tomb. Devil's choice. The devil's gonna challenge me. Give us the best you have. You doubting my might. You gonna doubt my might, demon. What are you doing? Every strike knocks ice from them. Ooh. Excellent. The devil is impressed.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Ooh, Damocles. Let's take that.
A classical approach to dealing with crowds.
There's boons all around.
Artifacts provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it
Traveling
takes time
healer.
to ready them.
I don't need. I'm gonna pass the shot by. I don't need to speak to you, healer. Hit your ride, y'all.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
Not far out of town, you come under attack. So we are gonna face 5 enemies. I have some new skills. I drew a card that allows me to fire a
Now
cone
we
of
begin to
frigid
raise
air.
the stakes. The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
Oh, I really need to stop doing that. I took way too many hits. Almost half health. You are now free to continue your journey. It's a money game card.
You are close on her trail,
Ooh, this is a
and more
field.
confident than I had imagined. Perhaps you will play beyond this mark, and we will see your true mettle. A
Peril.
terrifying walk to get to the Queen. So
While
many
journeying
potential
near the
places
coast,
for an assailant
you
to
hear a
get
rumble
the upper
overhead.
hand.
Falling rocks force you to take cover. Ooh, gosh. permanent
Oh
injury.
dear.
5 max health lost. Just when you think it's over, you are knocked unconscious by a large rock striking your unprotected head. A good warrior always wears a helmet. You remember hours later when you awaken to find that some of your supplies are missing. And I lost some
Ouch.
supplies, some money. Oh man. That was a bad blunder. Hey, let's recover
Open the
with some
chest
treasure.
to see what it contains. I'm curious.
Oh man, look at this. Oh. Game of chance. Approach the treasure chest.
Choose from these options.
Ooh. I was just about to pick that first one too. Oof. We got some money back.
An excellent way to turn an injury into
Alright,
an
nice
asset.
new coat.
Armor
Medium
protects you from damage. The best armor, of course, does so much more.
We need to spend some money. I think this is, I'll be moving slower in this area. Yes, finally a mace.
Perfect for bludgeoning the undead.
Oh no, I don't want that. I'm gonna keep the frost fang.
I'm sure it's not called Dead Man's Gorge without reason.
All right, 3 bobs. We can take these guys. Still a little bit of fighting here. To the midsection. You recover what you can find from the dead. The dealer draws you 3 gain cards. Oh, we finally got this
I'm
new
impressed.
mace.
Few select these sorts
Ooh,
of
it's got
weapons
holy.
because nobody ever anticipates being in peril. Such misplaced confidence is usually their downfall.
Call for the priest. What is this card? In a shadowy grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking for trade with wandering adventurers. Let's see what the priest offers. Buy blessings. Heal wounds. I'm not cursed. Let's buy blessings. Holy touch. I'm not using axes, so that one's no good. We'll buy this high constitution.
Blessings will remain always active and are
Primarily
never
just
removed.
to burn up some money.
Unless you die, of course. Then you're back where you began, as always.
Oh, no, let's get out. Later. Smuggler's Wharf. Let's go investigate.
Again, a token is at stake.
Knowledge Port is a little more than wooden planks sticking out over water. It's a den of inequity. Visitors and inquiries are obviously not welcome. You spend your time getting acquainted with the workings of the wharf, Looking for avenues to gain information, you have found 3 ways you might find out about the missing ships. Steal some logs, bribe a worker, or help a captain drown his sorrows. we're drinking with the captain, of course. In what passes for a bar in this shantytown, you find a ship's captain, drowning her sorrows. They must be frightful sorrows, because she's drowning them in Dulcian brandy. You pull up a stool next to her, and while inquiring about her misfortune, attempt to find out what she may know about the missing boats. You can tell that the captain knows something, but she's not parting with it yet. However, she seems pleased to have company. Let's drink some more. You gulp down another small glass of terrible brandy. The captain is merry and regales you with stories of her adventures upon the high seas, but nothing regarding the recent boat disappearances. You're feeling the effects of the powerful Dulcian brandy, but you still have your wits about you. Let's go in for one more round. You gulp down another small glass of terrible brandy. In her drunkenness, the captain reveals far too much about herself, yet sadly nothing about the missing ships. You're lost in the fuzzy warm haze of drinking. You don't notice a local pickpocket relieve you of some gold. More! You gulp down another small glass of terrible, awful, disgusting brandy. After many drinks, the captain starts to reveal what she knows. The captain only reveals one thing: Highbinder, and will say nothing more of the matter. You plan to head back to Carlo, the landlocked lubber, and see what you can do with the information you gleaned. The card's token is now yours. Clink, clank. Let's backtrack a little bit. The White Council is watching.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
As dusk settles, you arrive at a small village known as Lesser Dimsgate. The locals are gathered and shabby looking. Something must be done, shouts a voice, raised in anger. They took all our gold and food, one peasant wails. Will nobody stand up to them? We offer to help. They went that way, not an hour ago. You easily catch up with the band of ruffians. They seem overly confident, and you are in no rush. And are in no rush. As you approach, the one who seems to be their leader notices you. Kill him, he commands, gesturing towards you. He looks like a troublemaker. The dealer draws you 2 monster cards. Bring it. You rolled 7s. Desperate measures. Trying to knock him into it. Oh, right in the back. Rolling Sabat right to the midsection. You You gather the stolen supplies and return to the villagers, saying, "Those bandits will trouble you no longer." "Oh, they weren't bandits," a child explains. "They work for the White Council. It was our turn to give tribute." White Council collecting toll, huh? Hey, my man, the Goblin
Let us
King.
stake a token on their foolishness.
One night, as you lie in a forest clearing, you are disturbed by the sight of a shadowy figure watching from the darkness. "Well met," the goblin exclaims, stepping into the light and sitting by the fire. "Just the armed warrior I've been seeking." "Please go on." The goblin makes himself comfortable. "My name is Mr. Lionel, and I have a tale of woe to share with you, and perhaps an opportunity for you to make a tidy profit from my misfortune." He goes on to tell you the stories of his troubles with the king of the goblins, while lamenting his subsequent banishment from the goblin community. The king could have shown leniency, he concludes, given this daughter and I were both drunk from the excellent Dulesian brandy served at his coronation. Instead, he opted to make his first official act my banishment. "The fool will regret it, though, for now it is time for revenge," he says eagerly, taking out a strange amulet. "For hundreds of years, the Goblin King have gathered treasure and hoarded it in a series of enchanted and ever-changing treasure vaults. Only the Goblin King himself knows where his treasure vaults are hidden, but now I have a way to find them. I just need a lock of elven hair to complete this magical device." We accept the task. "Excellent. I give the hair by any means possible. Just get the hair by any means possible. Don't worry. I'll find you again once your quest is complete. The card's token is now yours." With that, he returns to the shadows and sits down behind a bush, watching you.
Well done.
Looks like I can hitch a ride again. Oh no, this thing
Again,
messed
the
me up last
stones
time.
tumble upon you.
Ugh. While journeying near the coast, you hear a rumble overhead. Falling rocks force you to take cover. Attempt to dodge the rocks. Oof. You dodge the rocks by ducking into a small cave. A few minutes later, you emerge and climb around the new rock fall. You hear a voice somewhere above you say, "Did it hit him?" Run up and attack. Oh, you know it. They're not getting away with these free attacks. Rolling a 5, we dive into the fray. We dive into this round. Quicker.
I did not realize you were such a fearsome adversary. I will bear that in mind.
Just got an achievement. You loot the bodies of the fallen bandits. Ooh, we got a mace. I don't want it. No. Oh, after every third combat, the player receives 20 health. That's not a bad one.
Noble causes turn to rotten enterprise. You may win this battle and send the Queen to her rightful end. Yet, what have you gained in the process?
Queen of Dust. The Desert Queen is more lethal in battle and harder to kill than a regular bandit. Her blades are sharp and she is frequently protected by a powerful crossbow. The Bandit Queen was taken by slavers as a child and raised in the desert. Over the years, she was bribed and murdered by the way of her current position as second in command of the Desert Thieves, proving herself capable of ruthless cunning. On her way to her current position.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
Hey, buddy, I've got what it takes to put my life on the line. Just the two. Okay. Can I use this? Knock this infernal contraption out of the way. Keep her off balance. Ooh, nice slice. No, not again. Oh, kicked her in the kneecap.
Inevitable, I suppose. So often those who beat plowshare to sword die by the grim instruments of their industry. Still,
acquired a goblet.
She fought well and bravely, which is all I expect from my pawns and players.
Alright, that's what's up.
You have earned the first of the symbols of my power and passed the first gate. There is no turning back now. Previously I was merciful, but now I cannot be. It is begun. I crafted each of these cards over the course of years. You have taken them from me in mere moments.
For infiltrating Norwich Port, you receive the following card. The Landlocked Lover 2. For helping the people of Lesser Dimsgate, you receive the White Council 2. For joining Mr. Lionel's quest, this card gains a token. As a reward for defeating my Bandit Queen, you receive these new cards. Jack of Plague. Field of Poppies. Sleep. Got the huge hammer, my favorite.
Come, play again. Do you have what it takes to defeat the rats?
Let's get all this stuff unlocked. Can I guess it's ready. Okay, so Jack of Plague. Yep, I guess he's next. Player loses 5 gold for every fail. Ooh.
Ah, the rats. They have swarmed up from the dark places beneath the realms of humanity and now squat amongst your cities and feast and shriek and hunt and writhe.
Hammer of Cold. This card is new. I guess we'll put it in. And a huge hammer, yes. All right, we got a nice deck going here. Let's get some area cards. Oops.
Blocked cards cannot be removed until you have fulfilled their conditions.
Desert Storm. We'll do the Crucible. Desert Storm. Indecent Arrival. And excuse me, by the way. Sorry. Oh, the White Minotaur. Let's give him a shot. And we'll spicing things up with an ambush. And the Maiden will surely keep us protected. And the Helpful Priest. Ooh, and who could ever forget the battle at Brooktop? Let's move out and start this thing up. Oh, I did want to check something. All right. Let's do it.
Our Lord of Plague does like to rub your nose in misfortune.
It's a different setup. Traveling Jeweler. 10 gold. I'll pass. We don't have any money for all that mess.
Priests, gods, and eternal damnations. I have no truck with any of it.
You meet a wandering priest who greets you in a friendly manner. For a small share of your provisions, I will bless you in the name of the old gods. Give the priest half your food. He says a few words in the language of the old religion and gently touches your forehead. It's done. Get a blessing card.
Useful.
Trigger. When the player chooses from multiple equipment or gaining cards, the choices available are increased by 1. You see a wagon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. You begin to make your way down the cliff face, but soon slip and fall painfully onto the rocks below. 1 health card. 10 health? I can live with that. Oh, and I lost. I'm losing it. Oh, but I found it. Oh. You retrieve the weapon from the ancient corpse. Huge hammer. Nice.
As pleases you. This token
That
will
Barbra
unlock more
Streisand.
cards if you can defeat this encounter.
I probably skipped a little too quick there.
Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
What do you need, man? The goblin immediately begins to wander around your person, probing and poking at your weapons and apparel before making a sudden grab at something. He then sits considering you for a while before slapping the table with his hand. Aha! I know what you need. The dealer draws you 4 gold coin cards. Oh, give us the nice. Take some of my food.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
I'm gonna try to cross the river. Ooh, nice. Got some gold for our troubles. Food would be nice. We're almost
Your
done.
provisions are running low. Can you press on? Each of these cards is crafted from your memories and built from your experience. I created them, but only in the abstract. It is the importance you place on them that makes them real. Hush. Can you hear the way his claws scratch the tile?
What happens once we run out of food?
Bandits, eh? Make an enemy of one, and you've made an enemy of all.
Oh,
One can't help but admire their
I
single-mindedness.
see these guys seem like they might be kind of difficult. Don't worry about that rib cage. You don't need it.
The deeper you go, the greater the risk of starvation.
All right. This guy back here is throwing knives at us.
I always admire a man who can turn an enemy's force against them.
Boom, boom. Cleave all the way through.
Distinctly average. What do you expect me to say? Congratulations?
We're almost holding on to 200 gold. Oh yeah, we need a priest right about now.
A chance to buy more food. You must be relieved. Food is crucial for healing. If you travel without food, your strength will not be restored between encounters. You'll also begin to starve. It seems you'll learn that soon enough, though.
I needed some food big time, so that was worth it. Not enough gold for a blessing. So we're back up to a decent fighting muster.
There's a token in it for you if you win. He awaits plague and pestilence and blood and teeth.
Alright. I believe this will be our last level, or our last round anyway.
Plague by
Once we
name
finish this
and
hand.
plague by nature.
See how what we
The
do
rats
though.
leave behind a deadly toxin.
There they go, still throwing blades at me. We got the blade throwers down. At least that dog we did. There's one more here. Yep. Rocking him. He got rocked. I'm not sure exactly what exactly happened, but it seemed like he got a little dizzy and just gave up the fight.
The queens and kings of the rat kind have lost a child here today. Your prize. For slaughter, your reward.
For dealing with the helpful priest, you receive some health gain, a ring for healing, a healer's ring, and a charity card. For gaining the elf maiden's hair, you receive Goblin King's Hall's 2. As a reward for defeating my Ratman Jack, you receive the cards. Berserker Armor, Scorching Zeal, Culling the Ratman, King of Dust, Devil's Carnival, Ember Talon Hero. For defeating my Ratman, I will give you a new challenge. Ratman hunting. Lots of Ratman hunting. Okay.
Come, play. I do not want to just sit here. Look at the cards you have earned. Now we have enough to begin a real game.
All right, people. Thank you all for hanging out with us for the time that you did. Don't forget, we have Double Dip December coming up. By December 25th, we'll have a drawing of our followers. And what initiates that drawing will be 10 followers. Right now, we've got 8. We just need the 2 more, and then we will have reached our goal. Our 10 followers will get a roll. So out of that roll, we're going to be doing first, second, and third prize rewards. And or dare I say rewards, more of a giving. Hell, a giving for thanking you all for showing up and hanging out. Again, this has been the Legend Gamers Present. I am Versus Fighter 9 signing off and wishing you all an opportunity to game it good.